In 2009, Syria's President Assad was a relaxed man.
Would you like to take the opportunity, Mr. President, on Sky News to invite Barack Obama to come here?
I will. I will use your channel to do it.
He used an interview with Sky News to invite his American counterpart for a visit to a country which appeared to have a promising future. What a lot has changed. This is his country 2 years on. Now he's talking war if there's any sort of Libya-style intervention here. His Sunday Telegraph interview is the first he's given to any Western outlet since the uprising against him began. His words are strong. Syria is the hub now in this region. It is the fault line, and if you play with the ground, you will cause an earthquake. Do you want to see another Afghanistan or tens of Afghanistans? Any problem in Syria will burn the whole region. If the plan is to divide Syria, that is to divide the whole region. On the surface, a Libya-Syria comparison is obvious. President Assad's crackdown on protesters is similar to Gaddafi's, and they're now asking for the West's protection. But in talking about a fault line, Assad is not wrong. Syria is bang in the middle of a divided and difficult region, but one in which it has plenty of friends. To its east, the Shiite-led government of Iraq, which the West helped into power, is behind President Assad. Hezbollah in Lebanon backs Assad, and they're all part of an increasingly strong axis led by Iran, whose enemy number one is Israel, next door to Syria. Compare that mix with Gaddafi's Libya, which was essentially friendless in the Middle East.
What the international community has to do is to appreciate the need to get rid of Assad, while also considering the uniquely sensitive strategic situation around Syria.
There are practicalities too. Is there really a desire for another expensive air campaign? Probably not. And who would lead it?
There are some very substantial practical obstacles, but that doesn't mean to say that any of us who are looking at this are anything other than horrified by the behaviour of President Assad. But unfortunately, we've got a limited number of knives in the box with which to respond.
According to the UN, at least 3,000 civilians, 187 of them children, have been killed during the protests against the regime. And yet the president seems unfazed. He uses rallies like this to claim the tide has turned. He says reforms are in place and people are now behind him. One thing is clear, Assad is an unlikely character. He does not do Gaddafi rants. He does not have Gaddafi's eccentricities. He sees himself as a westernized, modest modernizer, but one who is increasingly isolated. Mark Stone, Sky News.